The Shapes tool got a brand new upgrade, and I want to show you how to use it in Goodnotes so you can make fun shapes and add it to your planner and kind of customize it exactly how you want. Let's learn about how to use the Shape tool in Goodnotes. Now, if you already watched the pen tool, we did go over how to draw your own shapes, but there is a Shapes tool in Goodnotes where you have a lot more options than just drawing your shapes. So let's go through all of these different options here. Now this one right here, this is where you can add an element to a shape, and we'll talk about that a little bit more later. But first we want to jump into these arrows. So you can create any kind of arrow that you want in any different direction that you want in kind of like an elbow. And this is how you can add these different elbows here and connectors. These are ones with angles and what they are considered elbows. You can also do it in squiggly lines. So you can make a squiggly line and it's going to make a squiggly line with an arrow at the end. So if you were taking notes or you just wanted to add like a cute little arrow to your planner, this is how you can do that. And there are some settings underneath here. So if you click right here on your stroke settings, you can change what you want the end of your arrow to look like. You can also change it from solid, dashed, or dotted, and you can change the width. So if you wanted this to be like a dotted arrow, with a pretty thick width on it, you could do that. And that is how you change the settings of how thick and what the end of the arrow looks like. Pretty cool. So you also have some default shapes here. So you have a square, a circle, a triangle, and a diamond here. So what you do, if you wanted a square, you just drag and drop, or drag and pull it out, and it's going to create a square, and you can change it to any size square that you want and drag it in any direction. And then once you do that, you're going to have a floating toolbar pop up here. So underneath that, you can change the color. So if I wanted this to be blue, I can change it to blue, and it changed the stroke to blue as well as the inside the blue. I can also change the stroke back from dotted to solid, and it's going to change that, and I can change how thick the stroke is. I can also completely get rid of the stroke if I just wanted it to be like a highlighted box. Click off, zoom in so you can see. Well, it's not going to let me zoom in. Apparently, it doesn't let you zoom on the Shapes tool. Oh, no, there we go. Okay, so now you can see that is just a highlighted box. And you have all these settings right under here. You can change the color before you even get started. So if you wanted to do a circle that was green, you can make it a circle, or you can make it an oval. You can do all that here, and once this toolbar pops up, you can change your access points here. This is pretty cool. If you wanted kind of like a blob, you could do that with the circle and kind of change what these points here look like, dragging and dropping it out. So you can kind of create like a blob here. You can, once you're done with that, you can tap off of it, and if you want to edit it again, you just tap right back on it, and then you can change your stroke settings again, make them bigger, thicker, make them dashed or solid. You can also change, you can cut it here. So if you didn't want that here, but you wanted it somewhere else or on a different page, you could cut it. So to get rid of it, you just cut it, and to paste it, just long press, and you're going to hit paste, and it's going to paste it back in. You can also duplicate it. So if you click right here, then it'll duplicate, and you'll have more than one. Or if you want to delete it, you can click right there to delete. And then these last three dots have where you can edit your shape, basically everything that you've already had in that floating toolbar there. You can edit the shape, you can add text inside of the shape, you can create this as an element, which means that you're going to save it sort of like a sticker in Goodnotes. I have another video that teaches you about elements. You can add the image to Playground, which is kind of like an AI thing. You can copy it, duplicate it, paste it. Now here's where you can send it to front or back. So let's say that you wanted this to be behind the shape, but you can see here it's in front of the shape. If you tap on it, click these three dots and hit back. Sometimes they move depending on where you're clicking these at, but you want to click on back, then it went behind the washi tape. So that's how you can move it frontwards or backwards. So that's how you use the Shapes tool and all the features that are included in the Goodnotes Shapes tool.